The grenade flies past them, February 12th, 1969, 11:34 hours. Staff Sergeant Michael Torres watches the grenade arc overhead, watches it sail over his position, over his squad, over his platoon, flying backward, away from them, landing behind them, 15 meters behind their position, behind their line, on their retreat path, wrong direction. Grenades don't fly backward. When you're facing the enemy, grenades come towards you from the front. That's how ambushes work. That's how grenades work. Enemy throws them at you, not past you, not behind you. But this grenade flew past them, landed behind them, on the trail they just used, on their only exit route. Torres yells, "Grenade! Behind us! Get!" The explosion cuts him off. 15 meters behind them, the trail erupts, trees shatter, debris flies. The path they used to reach this position, their only retreat route, is now blocked. Trees down across the trail, fire burning, smoke everywhere. The path is impassable. They can't retreat, can't go backward. The grenade wasn't thrown at them, it was thrown to trap them. Then the real ambush starts. AK-47 fire from the front, from the left flank, RPG explosion, more grenades, these ones thrown forward at them. The Viet Cong aren't trying to kill them with the first grenade. They're trying to pin them, hold them, trap them in the kill zone, and it's working. Torres's platoon is trapped, can't retreat, can't escape, pinned in place by one grenade thrown the wrong direction. Torres realizes this isn't standard ambush. This is evolution. This is new. They've adapted, changed tactics, and we're about to die because of it. Then he hears it.
Mortars, distant, launch sounds, thump, 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 thump. Multiple tubes, firing. The rounds are coming here, coming to this position. The Viet Cong trapped them with one grenade. Now they're going to destroy them with mortars. They're pinned, trapped, about to be obliterated. All because one enemy fighter threw a grenade backward, threw it past them. Trapped 32 Americans with one impossible throw. One crazy move nobody expected. One tactic nobody trained for. One innovation nobody saw coming. This is the story of the ambush. Nobody survived unchanged. How Staff Sergeant Michael Torres led 32 men into the jungle on a routine patrol and walked into a trap that shouldn't exist. How one Viet Cong soldier threw one grenade that changed everything.
How Torres spent 18 minutes trapped in a kill zone watching his men die while trying to break through a block trail. How he made impossible decisions under mortar fire while his platoon was systematically destroyed. How 7 men died and 14 were wounded because one grenade landed in the wrong place. And how Torres survived to understand that the crazy grenade mover wasn't crazy. It was genius. If you want stories about moments when everything goes wrong and survival requires impossible decisions, where one enemy innovation changes warfare and good men die learning the lesson, hit subscribe right now. Because what happens between 11:34 hours and 11:52 hours on February 12th will prove that warfare evolves through blood. That tactical innovations work once, the first time, before anyone knows they exist.
That Torres's platoon paid the price for everyone else's education. That 18 minutes in a kill zone teaches lessons no training can match. That one backward grenade killed 7 men and changed how the US Army fights in the jungle. And Torres will carry those 18 minutes forever. Will remember every decision, every death, every impossible choice, every moment of being trapped by one grenade thrown backward 30 minutes earlier, 11:04 hours, February 12th, 1969. Staff Sergeant Michael Torres leads his platoon through the jungle, 32 men, standard patrol, looking for Viet Cong supply caches, looking for enemy movement, looking for anything. They've been patrolling for 3 hours, found nothing. Standard day, standard patrol, routine. Torres is 27 years old, from El Paso, Texas. Been in Vietnam for 8 months. This is his 63rd patrol. He's been ambushed 4 times before, survived all 4. He knows the patterns, knows the tactics, knows what to expect. Ambushes come from the front or flanks. Enemy engages. Americans return fire. Enemy throws grenades forward. Americans suppress enemy positions. Enemy withdraws. Americans either pursue or retreat. Standard ambush pattern. He's seen it 4 times, survived 4 times. He knows this. His platoon is professional, experienced, good soldiers. They maintain spacing, stay alert, watch the tree lines, check the trail, follow procedure. They're not careless, not sloppy, not overconfident. They're doing everything right, following doctrine, being professional, being smart. At 11:34 hours, they're moving along a trail, narrow trail, jungle on both sides.
Dense vegetation, triple canopy overhead, standard jungle terrain. They've been on this trail for 12 minutes, following it northeast, towards suspected supply cache coordinates. The trail is clear, no signs of enemy, no signs of booby traps. Just trail through jungle, standard terrain, standard patrol. Torres is in the middle of the formation, squad leaders front and rear. He's positioned to control the platoon, to react to contact from any direction. Standard positioning, textbook. He's done this 62 times before. This is routine. This is professional. This is by the book. At 11:34 hours and 20 seconds, Torres sees movement. Left flank, jungle, brief. Might be nothing, might be something. He raises his hand, signals halt. The platoon stops. Torres watches the jungle, listening, looking, waiting. For 10 seconds, nothing, no movement, no sound. Maybe it was nothing, maybe animal, maybe wind, maybe imagination. Then, at 11:34 hours and 30 seconds, Torres sees it. Grenade, thrown from the left flank, arcing, coming toward them. He tracks it, watches it, prepares to yell warning. The grenade is coming toward his position. Standard ambush. Enemy throws grenade at you. You take cover. Standard. But the grenade doesn't land near him, doesn't land at his position. It sails over him, over his squad, over his platoon, past them, behind them, landing 15 meters behind their position. On the trail they just walked, on their retreat path. Torres thinks, bad throw, enemy missed, lucky, we got lucky. Then the grenade explodes, behind them. The trail erupts, trees shatter, 2 trees fall across the trail. Fire starts. Smoke billows, debris everywhere. The trail, their retreat path, is blocked, completely blocked, impassable. Torres realizes, not a bad throw, deliberate throw. They threw it behind us. They blocked our retreat. We're trapped. This is different. This is new. The ambush opens. AK fire from front, from left flank. Heavy fire, sustained. RPG streaks past, explodes behind them, near the blocked trail. More grenades thrown, these ones forward at them. Standard ambush fire, but the retreat is blocked. They can't go backward. They're trapped. Torres yells, contact left, return fire, suppress the tree line. His platoon reacts. Professional, immediate. M16 fire into the jungle. M60 machine gun opens up. Standard response, standard procedure. Suppress the enemy. Maintain fire superiority. Prepare to maneuver. But Torres knows. We can't maneuver backward. The trail is blocked. Can't retreat. Only option is forward. Assault through the ambush. or clear the blocked trail. Both options are bad. Both cost casualties. But we have no choice. We're trapped. Then Torres hears it. Mortars launching. Distant. Maybe 800 meters. Multiple tubes. 4, 5, 6. Hard to tell, but multiple. Coming this way. The Viet Cong are calling indirect fire. They trapped the platoon. Now they're going to destroy it with mortars. This is deliberate. This is planned. This is sophisticated. This is new. Torres keys his radio. Delta 6. This is Delta 2 to 1. Contact left. Heavy fire. Trail blocked behind us. Mortars inbound. We're pinned. Request immediate fire support. Over. Delta 6. Captain James Walsh, Company Commander. Delta 2-1. Say again. Trail blocked. How? Over. Torres. Grenade thrown behind us. Blocked our retreat path before ambush initiated. We're trapped in kill zone. Mortars inbound. Need fire support now. Over. Walsh. Delta 2-1. Artillery unavailable. Grid square too close to firebase. Gunships 10 minutes out. You need to break contact. Move to alternate exfil point. Over. Torres. Delta 6. We can't break contact. Trail blocked behind. Assault through forward is suicide. We're pinned. Mortars inbound. We need support now. Over. Walsh. Delta 2-1. No support available for 8 to 10 minutes. You need to clear your retreat path or assault through. Your call. Make it fast. Out. Torres is alone. 32 men. Trapped. Mortars coming. No support for 10 minutes. He needs to decide. Now. Clear the blocked trail or assault through the ambush. Both cost lives. Both are desperate.
But doing nothing means everyone dies when mortars land. He has maybe 90 seconds before first mortar round hits. 90 seconds to make the call, to choose who lives, who dies, who gets the chance to survive. Torres makes the call, yells to his senior squad leader, Sergeant First Class Robert Chen, age 29. Chen, take first squad, clear the blocked trail, we need that exit open, go now. Chen, Roger, first squad on me, move. 6 men, including Chen, sprint backward, toward the blocked trail, toward the fallen trees, under fire, AK rounds snapping. Chen's men return fire while moving, suppressing, running. They reach the blockage, start pulling trees, cutting branches, clearing debris, exposed, under fire. Desperate work, while bullets hit around them. Torres watches, counts seconds. The mortars launched maybe 45 seconds ago. Flight time is 90 seconds to 2 minutes, maybe 90 seconds remaining, maybe less. First squad needs to clear the trail, fast, or mortars will land while they're exposed. We'll kill them clearing the blockage. At 11:35 hours and 30 seconds, 60 seconds after the ambush started, the first mortar round lands, 50 meters to their right, off target, but close. The explosion is enormous. Shrapnel flies, trees shatter. Torres feels the concussion, feels the pressure wave. That's 82mm mortar, maybe larger, and there are more coming. Multiple tubes, multiple rounds in the air, all targeting this position, all coming down on 32 trapped Americans. Second mortar round, 30 meters left, closer, explosion, more shrapnel. One man screams, hit, down, wounded. Torres can't see who, can't help, can't stop.
Just keep fighting, keep suppressing, keep hoping Chen clears the trail before mortars adjust onto their position. Third mortar, 20 meters right, very close. The mortars are walking toward them, adjusting, getting closer. Fourth mortar, direct hit on second squad's position. Explosion, bodies fly, men scream. Torres sees 3 men down, wounded, maybe dead, can't tell. Just down, not moving, not returning fire. Gone. Torres keys radio. Chen, how long? We're taking mortar fire. We need that trail open. Chen. 30 seconds. Trees are hung up. We're cutting through. 30 seconds. Torres. We don't have 30 seconds. Mortars are adjusting on us. Work faster. But Chen can't work faster. The trees are massive, tangled, blocking the trail completely. They're cutting, pulling, hauling, but it's slow, too slow.
The mortars are coming. More rounds, more hits. The kill zone is being systematically destroyed. Men are dying, wounded, screaming, bleeding. And the trail is still blocked, still impassable. They're still trapped. Fifth mortar, 10 meters front. Explosion hits right in front of their position. Torres is blown backward, hits the ground, ears ringing, vision blurred. He can't hear, can't think, just ringing, just pressure, just pain. He sits up, looks around. His radio is dead. Shrapnel hit it. The radio is destroyed. He can't communicate, can't coordinate, can't call for help. He's leading 32 men with hand signals and shouting in a mortar barrage, while trapped, while bleeding, while deaf from concussion. Torres stands, stumbles. His left leg is hit. Shrapnel, not serious, not yet. Just bleeding, just hurts. He can walk, can function, can lead. He looks around, counts his men. 23 still fighting, 9 down. Dead or wounded, unclear. 9 casualties in 90 seconds, 28% casualties, and the mortars keep coming, and the trail is still blocked and they're still trapped. Torres runs to Chen's position, to the blocked trail. Chen and his squad are pulling the last tree, almost clear, almost through, but they're exposed, under fire. 2 men down, hit by small arms, dead. Torres sees them, recognizes them. Specialist Wade, Private Morrison, both dead, clearing the trail, giving everyone else the chance to escape. Torres grabs the tree, helps pull. Chen and 4 remaining men pull. The tree moves, shifts, starts to clear, almost through, almost open. Then 6th mortar round lands, direct hit, on the blockage, on the men clearing it. Explosion. Bodies fly. Torres is thrown back, hits the ground again, ears ringing worse. Can't see, can't hear. Just smoke, just fire, just ringing. He sits up, looks for Chen, sees him, down, not moving, face down, blood pooling. Chen is dead, killed clearing the trail, killed by mortar, right when they almost had it clear, right when they almost escaped. Dead, along with 2 more from first squad, 3 dead clearing the blockage. Wade, Morrison, Chen, 3 good men, 3 friends, dead. And the trail is still not fully clear, still not passable, still not enough. Torres stands again, checks himself, more shrapnel hits right arm, chest, not serious, not yet, just bleeding, just hurts. He's functional, he's alive, he's in command. 20 men remain able to fight, 12 casualties, 38% casualties in 2 minutes, and they're still trapped, still under mortar fire, still dying. He needs to finish clearing the trail, needs to get them out, needs to save whoever can be saved. Torres yells, "Second squad, on me, we're clearing this trail, move now." 5 men from second squad run to him, start pulling the remaining debris. The tree that Chen almost cleared, they pull, haul, drag, under fire, under mortar fire, exposed, desperate. Torres pulls with them, bleeding, hurting, deaf, but pulling. The tree moves, clears, falls aside. The trail is open, barely, narrow, but passable. They can retreat, can escape, can get out. Torres yells, "Fall back, everyone fall back, wounded first, move now." The platoon retreats, carrying wounded, dragging bodies, running, stumbling, under fire, under mortar fire, desperate withdrawal, chaos, men screaming, wounded crying, dead being dragged. The retreat is disaster, but it's working. They're escaping, getting clear.
getting away from the kill zone. 7th mortar lands, behind them. On the trail, they just cleared. Explosion. The trail is blocked again. Debris falls, trees down, but the platoon is past it, already through, already clear. The mortars are hitting empty ground now. The platoon escaped, barely, bloodied, broken, but escaped. Torres counts his men, 19 mobile, 13 casualties, 7 confirmed dead, 6 wounded, 41% casualties. 14 men out of 32 killed or wounded in 4 minutes. 4 minutes of being trapped. 4 minutes of impossible decisions. 4 minutes that killed 7 friends and wounded 6 more. All because one grenade landed behind them. One throw, one crazy move, one tactic nobody trained for. February 12th, 1400 hours. 2 hours after the ambush, Torres sits in the company aid station, medic treating his wounds, multiple shrapnel hits, none life-threatening, all painful, all bleeding. The medic patches him, bandages him, gives him morphine. Torres refuses, needs to stay alert, needs to think, needs to process, needs to understand what happened. Captain Walsh enters, sits next to Torres, says, "I read your after action. Grenade thrown behind you. Blocked retreat before ambush. That's new. That's tactical innovation. That's sophisticated. I've never seen that before. Nobody's reported that before. You were the first. Your platoon paid the price for that lesson. 7 dead, 6 wounded. I'm sorry. I'm sorry we didn't know. I'm sorry we didn't warn you. I'm sorry we couldn't support you faster. I'm sorry." Torres, "Sir."
It's not your fault, it's warfare. They evolved, they adapted, they innovated. We didn't expect it. We didn't train for it. We paid the price. That's war. That's how tactics change. Through blood, through casualties, through lessons learned the hard way. My platoon learned that lesson, paid for it. Now everyone else knows. Now everyone else can prepare. That's worth something. That's not nothing. 7 men died, but their deaths taught the lesson, taught every other platoon, taught the entire army. Don't retreat backward. Expect grenades behind you. Plan multiple exit routes. Their deaths mean something. That's all I can hold on to, that their deaths taught the lesson. Walsh. The battalion is issuing new guidance. Multiple exit routes planned before patrol. Increased spacing to limit grenade effectiveness.
Immediate assault through ambush rather than retreat. We're adapting. We're changing. Because of what happened to you. Because of what your men learned. Because of what they paid for. Their deaths are changing how we fight. That's their legacy. Torres. 7 men. Chen, Wade, Morrison, Jackson, Martinez, Thompson, Nguyen. I knew them. Fought with them, led them. They trusted me. I led them into that ambush. I couldn't save them. I watched them die, watched them get hit, watched them fall. I can see their faces, can hear their voices, can remember their jokes, their stories, their families. They're gone. Because I led them there. Because one grenade landed behind us. Because we didn't expect it. That's on me. That's my burden. That's what I carry. Walsh. That's not on you. You didn't throw the grenade. You didn't set the ambush. You didn't invent the tactic. You led professionally. You made the right calls. You cleared the trail. You got 19 men out alive, under mortar fire, while wounded, while your radio was destroyed. You saved 19 men. You're a hero. You did everything right. The tactic was new. Nobody could have anticipated it. Nobody could have prepared for it. You survived. Your men survived because you led, because you made impossible decisions under impossible circumstances. That's leadership. That's courage. That's heroism. Torres. Doesn't feel like heroism. Feels like failure. Feels like I should have known, should have expected, should have prepared. 7 men are dead because I didn't anticipate one grenade thrown backward. That's failure. Walsh. That's warfare. That's evolution. Every tactical innovation works once, the first time.
Before anyone knows it exists, before anyone prepares for it, your platoon was first, paid the price, learned the lesson, now everyone else benefits. That's not failure, that's sacrifice. Your men died teaching the lesson. That's worth something. That's honor. That's legacy. Torres doesn't respond, just sits, thinking, processing, remembering. 7 faces, 7 names, 7 men who trusted him, who followed him, who died because one grenade flew backward. He'll remember them forever. We'll carry them forever. We'll see their faces every time he closes his eyes. That's his burden. That's his price. That's what leadership costs when tactics evolve through blood. February 13th, day after the ambush, battalion intelligence briefing.
Intelligence Officer Captain David Morrison presents findings. Yesterday's contact involving Delta Company 2-1 represents significant tactical evolution by enemy forces. Analysis indicates coordinated ambush with retreat interdiction technique not previously observed. Enemy threw fragmentation grenade behind US formation to block retreat path before initiating contact. This trapped US forces in kill zone, allowing sustained small arms and indirect fire to inflict maximum casualties. Effectiveness: 41% casualty rate in 4-minute contact. This compares to typical 10 to 15% casualty rate for standard ambushes. Conclusion: this tactic is highly effective and likely to spread. All units must adapt immediately. Morrison continues. Recommended countermeasures: 1. Plan multiple exit routes before patrol. Never rely on single retreat path. 2. Increase spacing between soldiers to 15+ meters to limit grenade effectiveness. 3. Train for immediate assault through ambush rather than retreat. 4. Increase vigilance for grenades thrown behind formation. 5. Immediate suppressive fire on all flanks when ambushed to prevent grenade throws. These measures will reduce effectiveness of retreat interdiction tactic, but we must expect continued evolution. Enemy is adapting. We must counter-adapt continuously. Battalion Commander Lieutenant Colonel Robert Mackenzie asks, how did they develop this tactic? How sophisticated is this? Is this local innovation or directed from higher command? Morrison: unknown. Could be local innovation by individual fighter who realized grenades work better behind enemies than in front. Could be directed tactic from higher command testing new techniques. Sophistication level suggests training and planning. This wasn't accidental. This was deliberate. Someone invented this. Someone taught it. Someone planned this ambush specifically to trap Delta 2-1. We were targeted. We were tested. We failed the test. We paid the price. Mackenzie: 7 dead, 6 wounded. That's the price of their innovation. That's the cost of our education. We're issuing immediate guidance to all units. Effective now. All patrols will implement the countermeasures Captain Morrison outlined. We will not lose another platoon to this tactic. Delta 2-1 paid the price. Everyone else benefits. That's warfare. That's evolution. That's how we learn. Through blood, through casualties, through sacrifice. We honor Delta 2-1 by learning the lesson, by adapting, by ensuring their deaths teach us.
That's their legacy. The briefing ends, the word spreads, every platoon learns, every patrol adapts, multiple exit routes, increased spacing, assault through ambushes. The backward grenade tactic is now expected, now anticipated, now countered. It worked once, on Torres's platoon, killed 7, wounded 6, but now everyone knows, now everyone prepares. The tactic evolution continues, innovation, then counter-innovation, constant adaptation, constant change. That's warfare, that's jungle combat, that's Vietnam, March 1969, 1 month after the ambush. Torres is back on patrol. He's leading a platoon again. Different men, replacements, new faces, young, inexperienced, eager. He's teaching them, training them, preparing them, telling them about February 12th, about the backward grenade, about being trapped, about losing 7 men, about learning the hard way, about expecting the unexpected, about adapting, about surviving. The new platoon is nervous. They've heard the story, know what happened. No 7 men died. No Torres survived, but barely. They're scared, uncertain, wondering if they'll survive, if they'll be trapped, if they'll die learning the next lesson, the next innovation, the next evolution. Torres tells them warfare evolves, enemy adapts. They innovate, they learn, they change. We must adapt faster, must innovate better, must learn quicker. We survive by expecting evolution, by preparing for innovation, by adapting continuously. The backward grenade worked once, on my platoon, killed 7 friends. But now we know, now we prepare, now we counter. That tactic won't work again, not on us, not on you. We learned, we adapted, we survived. You will too, because we paid the price, because 7 men died teaching the lesson, because their sacrifice means you know what to expect. That's their legacy. That's their gift. That's why you'll survive. The platoon feels better, not safe, never safe, but better, prepared, aware, ready. They patrol differently, multiple exit routes planned, increased spacing, constant vigilance, expecting grenades from any direction, front, flanks, behind, everywhere. They adapted, they learned, they survived because 7 men died teaching them. That's warfare, that's evolution, that's legacy. In 1995, at Vietnam Veterans Conference, Torres tells his story, speaks to crowd, describes February 12th, the backward grenade, the trap, the casualties, the impossible decisions, the survival, the legacy. He speaks for 30 minutes. The crowd is silent. Listening, learning, understanding. After his talk, a Vietnamese man approaches, says, "I was there. February 12th, 1969, I was in the ambush. I threw the grenade. The one behind you. I trapped you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry your men died. I did my duty, but I'm sorry." Torres looks at him, sees the face, older now, 26 years older, but recognizes something. The enemy, the innovator, the soldier who threw the grenade that killed 7 friends. Torres doesn't know what to feel. Anger, hatred, respect, understanding, all of it. None of it. Just complicated, just warfare, just 2 soldiers who survived meeting decades later. Torres says, "What's your name?" The man, "Phan Van Minh. I was Viet Cong, local force, squad leader. I threw the grenade. I invented the tactic. I'm the one who trapped you." Torres, "You invented it? You're the one who started this? You're the reason 7 of my men died?" Minh, "Yes, I invented it. January 1969. I realized grenades work better behind enemy than in front. I tested it. It worked. I taught others. By February, many fighters knew. Your platoon encountered it. I was there. I threw the grenade. I trapped you. I called the mortars. I tried to kill you. You survived. Many didn't. I'm sorry. I did my duty. But I'm sorry your friends died." Torres, 7 men, Chen, Wade, Morrison, Jackson, Martinez, Thompson, Nguyen. 7 friends, 7 good soldiers, dead because you threw 1 grenade backward. Dead because you innovated. Dead because you adapted. Dead because warfare evolves. I've hated you for 26 years. Hated whoever threw that grenade, whoever invented that tactic, whoever trapped us. Now I'm standing here.
looking at you, and I don't know what to feel. Min. Feel whatever you feel, anger, hatred, respect, understanding, all valid, all true. We were soldiers. We did our duty. We fought, we killed, we survived. Others didn't. That's war. That's reality. I don't ask forgiveness. I don't offer apology beyond acknowledging loss. I did what warfare required. You did too. We both survived. Many didn't. We carry them. That's our burden. That's our reality. Torres, your tactic killed 7 of my men, but it taught the lesson, taught thousands of soldiers, changed how we fight, changed tactics, changed doctrine. Your innovation saved American lives by forcing us to adapt. Is that ironic? Your tactic meant to kill us actually made us harder to kill, made us smarter, made us better. Your innovation defeated itself by forcing our evolution. Min, that's warfare, that's evolution. Every innovation creates counter-innovation. Every tactic creates counter-tactic. My backward grenade worked for 6 weeks. Then you adapted. Then it stopped working. Then we adapted again. Forever. Until war ends. Then we just remember. Remember what worked, what failed, what killed, what saved. We remember the faces, the names, the friends. We carry them. That's what we do now. Remember. Honor. Carry. Torres. Chen died clearing the trail. Wade and Morrison died with him. They gave everyone else the chance to escape. They sacrificed themselves so 19 could survive. That's heroism. That's honor. That's legacy. Your grenade killed them. But they died heroes. Died saving others. Died ensuring the lesson was learned. That's worth something. That's not nothing. I carry them. I honor them. I remember them every day for 26 years. Forever. Min, I carry mine too. The ones who died in that ambush. The ones who died in other ambushes. The ones who died teaching lessons, learning tactics, fighting wars. We both carry. We both remember. We both honor. That's what soldiers do. That's our burden. That's our bond. We survived. We remember. We carry. That's enough. Torres nods, understands. 2 soldiers, former enemies, both survivors, both carrying the dead, both remembering, both honoring, both understanding that warfare evolves through blood, through sacrifice, through lessons learned the hard way, through innovation and counter-innovation, through constant adaptation, through deaths that teach, through survival that honors, through memory that carries. That's warfare. That's legacy. That's what remains when the fighting stops and only memory survives. Today, military forces worldwide teach retreat interdiction, teach blocking enemy retreat paths before attacking, teach that trapping enemies is often more effective than killing them directly, teach that controlling movement matters more than direct fire. Min's innovation, developed through questioning standard tactics, is now taught at infantry schools worldwide, not called backward grenade, called retreat interdiction, called movement denial, called exit route blocking. But it's Min's tactic, his innovation, his realization that grenades work better behind enemies than in front of them. The tactic also teaches countermeasures, teaches multiple exit routes, teaches increased spacing, teaches immediate assault through ambush, teaches that retreat is predictable and therefore vulnerable, teaches that survival requires adaptation, requires evolution, requires learning from blood, from sacrifice, from 7 men who died trapped in a kill zone, teaching the lesson everyone else learned. Michael Torres is 83 years old now, retired, living in El Paso. He remembers February 12, 1969, remembers every second, every decision, every death, every face. He remembers Chen, Wade, Morrison, Jackson, Martinez, Thompson, Nguyen, 7 men who trusted him, who followed him, who died teaching the lesson. He carries them every day, for 56 years, forever. When asked what he wants remembered, Torres says, "I want people to know that warfare evolves through blood, through sacrifice, through lessons learned the hard way. 7 of my men died February 12, 1969.
Died because enemy innovated, because we didn't expect, because tactics evolved faster than we adapted, but their deaths taught the lesson, taught thousands, changed tactics, changed doctrine, saved lives. That's their legacy. That's their honor. That's what makes their sacrifice meaningful. They died first. They paid the price. Everyone else learned. Everyone else lived. Because 7 men died teaching the lesson. That's worth remembering. That's worth honoring. That's worth carrying. Chen, Wade, Morrison, Jackson, Martinez, Thompson, Nguyen. Heroes, teachers, friends, gone but not forgotten, never forgotten, carried forever. That's the story. The grenade that flew backward, the platoon that was trapped, the 18 minutes in the kill zone, the 7 men who died, the impossible decisions under mortar fire, the desperate breakthrough, the survival that cost everything, the tactic that worked once and killed 7 and taught thousands, the innovation that forced evolution, the legacy that honors sacrifice, the memory that carries the dead, the lesson learned through blood, the bond between enemies who survived and remember and carry and honor. That's February 12th, 1969. That's Torres's burden. That's warfare's reality. That's how tactics evolve. Through blood, through sacrifice, through deaths that teach, through survival that honors, through memory that never forgets.